Hello everyone, it's me, Natalie Marnica with Sacred Mountain Yoga. We are gearing up for the first ever Steel Mace Vinyasa Level 1 certification seminar here in Toronto at the BlissOm studio this October 2nd to 4th, and I'm here to introduce how do you pick your starter mace. You want to pick up a mace and maybe you haven't strength trained yet. Maybe you've done a little bit of yoga and stretching, but you're really unsure of what mace to get. I would always start with a 5 pound, all right? So this 5 pound I like, it's made by a company called Orion Steel, okay? And it's a very lightweight mace that you're able to do movements with and learn the patterns with in a way that is not scary, all right? So we don't wanna start with the heaviest thing that we can lift. We wanna start with something that feels like a challenge, but not so challenging that it deters us from practicing. So if you're also a shorter build, this is also good because the handle is gonna be a relatively good size for your body. If you lift a little bit of weights or you're very active, okay, and you're starting off with a strong yoga background, 7 pounds are a great start. Like I start a lot of my clients with 7 pound maces. They're great. They're a little bit of a longer handle. So if you can see the difference, these are both made by the same company. These are Orion Steel. I absolutely love them. I use these a lot for workshops and seminars. And you'll see that the 7 pound, even though it's just 2 pounds more than the 5, it's quite a little bit longer, but the handle is the same. So if you have smaller hands like me, then you want to have this type of diameter, okay? So it's not as thick. You can order stuff off Amazon, but you're gonna be really wary of the diameter. Sometimes they're made for larger hands. If you have larger hands and you have a stronger body, then you can go with a little bit of a bigger mace. And then as you get more experienced, as you get more proper alignment and form and you're feeling the flow with your mace, you can graduate up towards a 10 pound and more. So just for today's example, this is a 10 pound mace and this is made by one of my absolute favorite brands. It's called XM Fitness, okay? So this one they do not make in 5 pounds, but they do make 7 pounds and upwards, okay? So I have their 10, I have their 15, and I'm about to grab their 20. So what I really like about this one is that the mace bell holds the majority of the weight, and the length of the handle is longer. So for things like swings, things like ballistic squats, I have such a nice range for my chest and my shoulders to become open because the handle is wider. So see across my sternum. If I go down to even a 5 or a 7, I'm gonna be limited in how much expansion in my chest I have in different variations. Now, it's not bad, but again, I've been swinging heavy things for over 10 years. So for me, this is my working weight. If you're just starting, start with a 5 and grab a 7. Now these things, what I love, love, love about Steel Mace is that they are extremely affordable. So even if you were to get one, you can grab this 5 pound usually for under $30. It usually retails for about 15 to 20, and a lot of times it's on sale. 7 pound is same, it's about $20 to $25. And then as you get to the 10 pounds and up, it's usually around $45, $50 and up. If there's shipping costs, you can always factor that in. I know for this company, I get this from a company called Northern Fitness, and oftentimes they have, in my region, I can just have it shipped to one of their warehouses and I pick them up. So easy peasy. Grab a mace, especially if you're on the fence. Start with 5s and 7s. Use your 10s and up for when you graduate in your form, in your function, and in your confidence, because there's so many places that we can take this one amazing tool. All right, so if you're interested in learning more, you can always contact me for private sessions, workshops, and obviously if you want to really go deep into the level 1 material, if you want to start mastering your own functional movement, I would say join us in Toronto for the October seminar 2nd to 4th here at BlissOm. All the links are going to be below. If you have questions, hit me up. Bye for now.